Do you like my picture? Have you played this video game before? It's Rabbids Invasion. Rabbid Invasion, Rabbid of the Sea. Adapted by Cordelia Evans. 4 rabbits were talking along the shore. Ooh, hey! Seeing what sort of trouble they could get themselves into. Well, it's unclear if rabbits find trouble or trouble finds them. But either way, it happens. Anyway, trouble came this time in the form of a pink starfish, resting calmly in the sand. Really calming until one of the rabbits stepped on it. That is. The rabbit didn't know what a starfish was. He just knew it looked like a fun new toy. At this point, the fact that there was only one starfish and there were 4 rabbits became a problem. The other rabbits wanted to play with the starfish too. Soon the rabbits began to fight over the starfish. It almost fights. There's a winner and a loser, and in this case the loser got smacked in the face with a starfish. He's like, "Ooh, take that!" And he's like, "Ooh." You know that's going to happen. All the rabbits will get smacked in the face with the starfish. Meanwhile, not far away, an old man was trying to sneak out of his beach shop to go fishing. Hey, called his wife. Chloe, you're not going anywhere until you wash the window. It needs a shine. Louie adjusted his hearing aid so that he couldn't hear what his wife's yelling. Don't worry, I'll have him clean in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail, he said. He got to work washing the store window. No sooner did Louie step away from the window and say, "Sweetie, it's done!" Then a bright pink ball came soaring through the air and landed right on the window. That was a pink ball. You guessed it. It was a starfish rolled up in the ball. A starfish thrown by a rabbit, of course. The starfish slid down the glass and fell off the window, leaving a trail of purple slime along the way. Louie's wife came outside to inspect the window. "You call that finished?" she shouted. "I call that filthy. Start over." Louie sighed and picked up his squeegee to wipe away the slime, but the starfish had to wipe away the slime. But the starfish had attacked itself with the squeegee, and so Louie pulled it off and tossed it toward the shore, If he had known where it was going to land, he probably wouldn't have thrown the starfish in that direction. But there was no way that he could have known it would land directly on the rabbit's head. Instead of peeling the starfish off his head and throwing it at another rabbit like he had before, the rabbit realized that the starfish on his head looked kind of cool. Soon the 3 rabbits had found different ways to make a starfish the perfect accessory. They were so busy cracking themselves over the new outfits that they didn't wonder where the 4th rabbit had gone until he cleared his route behind them. Mwahaha. They turned around to find that this rabbit was wearing an even better accessory. An octopus! The other 3 rabbits stared in awe at the rabbit with the octopus on his head. Brah, he breathed. An octopus was so much cooler than the starfish they were wearing. The cool rabbit distinguished some of the ways you can wear octopus. First, he shaped the octopus legs into a mohawk. and he stirred around like a punk poker. Then he curled the legs into its forehead and danced like Elvis. Well, the 3 rabbits were so impressed by that cool rabbit that they decided the starfish when they were no longer cool at all. They pulled the starfish off their bodies and tossed them away, and you can probably guess where they landed. I think it landed in the boat again. I was right, yes. If you guess they landed on the shore window that Lowy and just washed for the second time, you're exactly right. But unfortunately, Lowy didn't notice that before he called his wife to inspect his cleaning job. Once, said his wife, she came outside to find the 3 starfish sliding down the window. Are you kidding me? Now it's even worse than it was before. Lowy's face fell off and followed her gaze to the starfish. Back at the shore, the rabbits were still chased by the octopus. The octopus, however, was not feeling quite as entertained by the octopus, and unlike the starfish, the octopus had a way to fight back. In fact, it had 8 ways. The first octopus used its legs to poke the rabbit in the shoulder, which made the rabbit turn around in circles to see who was poking him. Then the octopus used its legs to cover the rabbit's eyes, so he was wobbling around crazily, unable to see where he was going. The other 3 rabbits laughed hilariously. The octopus annoyed him, but the octopus was fed with the laughing rabbits too. Then the rabbit it was riding got close enough to the other 3, the octopus used some of its legs to send those rabbits flying. Rabbits, yes, the octopus. The rabbits had been perfectly happy to let the octopus torture their fellow rabbit with its legs, but now it had taken out some of its anger on them. They weren't very happy anymore. One of the rabbits walked toward the octopus with an intimidating glare. The rabbit tugged on the octopus, trying to pull it off the other rabbit's head, but the octopus batted the rabbit away with one of its legs. So the rabbit tried again and was again baited away by the octopus. Try as he might, the rabbit could not knock the octopus off the other rabbit's head. Not only that, the octopus knocked the rabbit off its feet again. The rabbits were so annoyed they were about to cause a lot of trouble. Well, let's be honest. They always cause a lot of trouble, but they cause even more trouble when they're annoyed. Each rabbit grabbed one of the octopus's legs and pulled it possibly could. The octopus tried its best to hold on to the 4th rabbit's head, but with 3 rabbits tugging and pulling on it, it lost its grip and went soaring through the air toward Lowy's store. Lowy was very happy and proud of himself. Unfortunately, he wasn't going to be happy for long because of where the octopus had landed. No, it didn't land back by the rabbits this time. Lowy had redirected the octopus toward the highway, where it was just so happened that the escaped convict had been speeding down the road with 3 police cars in a hot pursuit. Now, do you know where the octopus landed? Yep, right on the windshield of the convict's car. Well, it wasn't actually his car. It was stolen, but he was driving it when the octopus hit it. The car swerved out of control and rounded the corner in front of Lowy's store. Just as Lowy was telling his wife the window was finally putting and strolling away with his fishing rod, but she didn't even have time to get up from her chair because, as you probably guessed, the swerving car crashed right into the store window, shattering the glass completely. In all the trials that ensued, the flying octopus once again landed on someone's head. Lowy's wife. Lowy! She screeched, waving her arms blindly in front of her. But Lowy was already far down the beach. Remember the surprising agility, and hadn't heard the crash or his wife screeching unless he had turned on his hearing aid back on. But we never know if that was the case. The escaped convict crawled dizzily out of the car and was timidly surrounded by the police cars, which was not having octopus on octopon. Their windshields hadn't crashed. The convict was taken to the coast today, so at least one of the good things came to the Rabbids mischief. Meanwhile, down at the shore, Rabbids were completely unaware of the crash and arrest they'd caused. They were more focused on another new trend they'd discovered. When they'd pull the octopus off the Rabbid, bright pink spots remained on their skin. Obviously, all the Rabbids wanted bright pink spots now. Luckily, a toy plunger basket had landed on the shore amongst the debris from the crash. The Rabbids got to work shooting plungers at each other to achieve their desired look. And Lowy got to work fishing, but as we've learned, sitting too close to a group of rabbits is quite dangerous, so it's likely he didn't fish in peace very long. That end.
Do you want to go to the beach? Well, hopefully the rabbits don't cause trouble there.
Ta-da! I totally knew that. Ta-da! He was swimming.